Hi guys, welcome back. So I thought before I take all the makeup off, because it's bedtime now, I've just put some of this Kiko. Which one is this? Dreamforia. This one's a lip oil. I've also got a lip gloss, but I thought this would go with the look. If you want to see this look, you can see that on the previous live stream. This is a longer form content video. I always rank my palettes in longer form content. I'm going to see how it goes, and if it doesn't do well, this will probably move over to live streaming as well. I've got a feeling at some point all my videos are going to be over on live streaming. But this is the other one, which the part of the spring collection. I do talk about them a lot on the channel. If you want to see my Shop My Stash as well, that's also on live stream. But I want to talk about these palettes now. I'm not sure if there are 9 or 10 in total, but 2 of them are like bonus palettes, and we've got also one with single eyeshadows in. Right, so I've just checked. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 that I've been using over the last couple of months. We've got 2 bonus palettes. No, I think 3 bonus palettes. One's quite big. I have spoken about that before. I actually did a look. So we are going to be obviously ranking the ones that I've used, and I always go from least favourite to favourite. So we've got this Huda Beauty Rose Quartz, and just because I'm saying it's least favourite, I didn't use it an awful lot, but I did use it enough. It is a really pretty palette. I tended to stick to the purples and kind of like the bronzer shades, and I don't think I did a pink look, but it was that long ago now, I can't remember. But yeah, I do really like it. I don't think I've got any declutters, so that's in 8th place. I'm just trying to think, where am I going to put all these palettes? 8th place, 7th place, and just because, again, let me just reiterate, just because it's in 7th place doesn't mean it's a bad palette. I absolutely adore this palette. I only pulled it out once. Way! I only pulled it out once. But that's all you need with this palette. You only need to use it once, because you've got all your eyeshadows up here, and then you've got the cream blush here and the highlighter. I love that highlighter. I'm not a big fan of the cream blush, to be honest, but maybe I've just not used it enough. To me, it's not creamy. So yeah, I think I'll probably end up using everything in the palette apart from that cream blush. I feel like I do need a bit more time with it. The reason I pulled it out is because I finished my Shop My Stash. Before I did another Shop My Stash, I wanted to pull it out and basically use it again to see what I felt, because I got it last Christmas, and I've not used it since. Not the Christmas just gone by, the Christmas before it, I think. No, it can't have been that long ago. So I think it was November 2024 I got it. Anyway, I'm digressing. My sister got me this one, so that's in 8th place. Sorry, I'm going off places. That's in 8th place. 7th place, my sister bought me this for Christmas 2024. Colourpop, that's taupe, and I wanted this for so long. I thought it would have ranked higher. I do like it, but I just feel like we've got better formulas out there. So yeah, I do really like it, especially like this one, Slated, because it's really metallic. I did use all of them. This one though, I could probably do without. What's that one called? Constrictor. And I'll look forward to using it again. So yeah, that's 7th place. 6th place, I got this for Christmas, the Huda Beauty Icy Nude. Really like that as well. I like them all. I don't know why I keep saying I really like that. This shade Iced Out is my favourite. I think you can see it here. It shifts from white, pink, blue. It's such a stunning shade. Can I show you? I'm going to be wiping my makeup off in a minute anyway. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, you're going to see it better over here. Stunning! What I'm going to wipe my hand. my fingers on. Do I have a... Oh, there's something here. Yeah, I do really, really like them. But there's some shades in here I didn't like. Like this one is powdery, this one's powdery, but this one's more powdery than this one. I did really like the shades like Aurora, the shade down here, because of the same formula, whereas, and then this one's a bit chunky, the diamond one, and then this glitter, I just wouldn't touch, I wouldn't put near my eyes. So it's got some pros and cons to it. Sorry guys, we're on 4. So on 4th place is another Huda Beauty palette. I just absolutely like this. I wish I could find one and put it in my backup drawer. That's how much I like it. It's just stunning. You can see how much the shades have been battered. This one here, this one over here, Ultraviolet, I've hit pan. This one I've hit Huge Pan. That one's Super Moon. And then this one's got a big dent in it. It needs to go in a project, I think. I mean, it has been in a project for a month once before. I put it in the That's Expensive project pan, but it needs to go in for like longer. I don't know when I'm going to do that, because in the That's Expensive project pan, I wrote out my eyeshadow palettes that I want to use. So at the moment, the Pat McGrath Labs Utopian Dream is in there. But that was, like I said, that was in there one time. So that was in 4th place. 3rd place, so you might be shocked that this is only in 3rd place. I've been using it recently. It's the Odin's Eye Love Language palette with Morgan Turner. Again, you can see I've used it quite a bit. This shade here, Fleur, is definitely my favourite shade out of the palette. It pulls like a blue. It pulls a blue shift. What did I not like about this palette? This shade was a bit too dark for me, in my opinion, so that shade's Treat. And then this shade up here, Touch. I feel like they could have just made it a bit more shimmery. It's kind of a satin matte. I mean, you could use it as a face highlighter. I guess that's a pro. But there's absolutely no shimmer to it. And I do like my shimmers to be shimmering. So... And then there was this pink, but you guys have said it looked really nice on me this Valentine. I don't normally wear shades that dark, but other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. And if I didn't have better palettes coming up, this would probably rank at number 1. That's how much I like it. So again, I don't want you to think, oh, she's only ranked it at number 3. It must not be any good. It's very, very good. If you like pinks and if you like purples, you'd love this palette. They're still selling it, but that's not me saying, oh, you need it in your collection. Because if you've got a pink and a purple collection, then you're not going to need it. 2nd place. So I got this one, I think, at Christmas as well. Or it could have been my birthday. There's not much of a gap between Christmas and my birthday. Obviously, Christmas is in December. My birthday is in February, if you don't know. 2 days before Valentine's Day. So I got this Beauty Bay Mini Charms one. Oh, it's so stunning, and it's just all shimmer. You know, I'm not bothered that you don't get your mattes in there, but because you can pull any matte eyeshadow palette out with it. And the majority of these shades, guys, are shifty. And if you know me and my love of shifty eyeshadows, you'll know that's the reason that this has come in 2nd place. It's really, really stunning. Can you guess what my number 1 is for the last couple of months? Because I'm sure these palettes are ones that I pulled out in the last couple of months. You'd have to go back to my live streams, but I'm sure they are. I wasn't going to get it, but then it appeared in the chat group that I'm in. I shouldn't have got it, you know, it's very expensive. It was a very expensive palette, I think £45. Kaima Cosmetics Frosted Fairy Prismatic Pastels. But oh my gosh, has that took a beating or what? I mean, it is absolutely stunning. What I could have done is just not got it straight away. I was saying that in one of Tammy's videos. I wish I hadn't really got it straight away. I wish I would have waited. But I was going to buy it at some point, right? So, yeah, it's just stunning. Full of multi-chromes, apart from Fern. That's not a multi-chrome. And was there another one that wasn't? because I was complaining about it. I know I was at the time, because it says on the back of the palette, 16 fantasy pastel shades sprinkled with our magical fairy dust glow with our mesmerising multi-chromes, and they're not all multi-chromes. So I was complaining about the fact that there's 1 or 2 shades that aren't multi-chromes, but we've got a, there's a holographic one, isn't there? Yeah, it's this one, Jasmine. So Jasmine and Fern looks like it shifts. I think that's a duochrome, but all the other shades are multi-chromes. So multi-chromes in here, I'd say you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 that are not multi-chromes. I think this is a duo, and then this is holographic. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a stunner, and that's why it's coming at first place. Right, so now we've got 3 bonus palettes, so I'll talk about the Cosmic Beauty Serenity palette first. I haven't really used it, and this is why I'm not ranking it, because I haven't used it. I've only used Opal, this one here. I'm not sure whether to leave it out in my collection and use it, because I brought that Kylie Cosmetics out for this Shop My Stash. I think I'm only going to be doing one more look with it. So realistically, I could probably keep this out and do some looks with this one. I really like Wanderer and also Ether. I think I might keep this out in my drawer. And we can discuss this next time I do some rankings. Okay, so the other ones that I used was the P. Louise Worldy palette. I've used this recently, I think 3 weeks ago. Right, it's not my vibe, but I got it in a mystery box, so that's what it looks like. It takes up the whole frame practically. I did use Worldy. The formula of them, guys, is really, really nice. They're really, really soft. So I use Worldy, I use Europe. I think I use Sky High as well. I'm just looking where the brush marks are, and that's it, because then I used a shimmer over the top. But what I want to do is I want to use all these like grungy shades down here, and I'll be doing that in a look soon enough. The shades that kind of scare me a little bit are these greens, these yellow greens. I'm sure I'll get use out of it, but it's not my favourite palette in my collection. You know, Eden was saying, you know, it's a nice palette and everything, and I said, well, if you live closer, I'd just give it to you. But it's heavy. It's really, really heavy. There's no way I could send that to... it would cost me a fortune. So, and then, with... Was it with that palette? I don't think it was. No, I don't think it was with that palette. What did I use? Let me try and get it out of this blush drawer. Okay, so I got this quad... This Morphe 2 quad. It's called Pink Plays, and I wanted to do an eyeshadow look centered around that, because they're saying that's an eyeshadow. So it comes with an eyeshadow, comes with a blush, a really nice pink blush, comes with a lip gloss, and then comes with this really nice clear balm. I like everything else, but this is more of a, in my opinion, it's more of a highlighter. So obviously, I tried doing a look, and I did it with the Beauty Bay Nikki Tutorials eyeshadow palette. So I wanted to go in with Zoma, this really nice salmon pink. And I didn't really do much, to be honest. Then I went in with, I think, Roxy Catan. And then I tried going in with that Morphe 2 eyeshadow, and you just couldn't see anything. No, actually, I tried going into the eyeshadow first in the Pink Please quad, and you couldn't see anything. So I went over with Roxy Catan and also Aura. So, yeah, that's that. This palette needs to be used more before it goes bad, because once it goes bad, I'm going to have to just declutter it. I've had it years. I mean, we all know when this came out, and I got it when it was released as well, because I was worried with it being limited edition. Don't you just love Beauty Bay for their limited edition palettes? Because they're not limited edition. The last one I got from them, they said it was limited edition, and they're still selling it now. So that's all the palettes. But then there was singles, like I said, I had some singles to show you in this palette here. So this is a dupe for the Colourpop Tangled palette that they released. So this is what I made myself. So yeah, it's just stunning. I mean, the singles I pulled out. So this one is Pastel Roses. Let's tell you the shades. Spectrum, that's a multi-chrome. Are all the others Luxy? I can't remember, that's Luxy. So that one's Fuchsia AF, up there. This one's Luxy, isn't it? Nectar, down here. And then I think this one's, yeah, Dupe from Luxy. And then this one is Colourpop, I think from the Lilac Hue a lot. And then the other shades, like the matte shades, are from various different Colourpop palettes. Really, really enjoyed it. If it was a palette, it would be ranking probably in the top 5. So it's not a palette though, it's something I've just put together. This is it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch. It means a lot. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye, guys.